Well, welcome to part 2 of my video regarding talking about solving the reliability issue of the Henry survival rifle. This was inspired by a video I saw. A gentleman had claimed that basically if you remove 2 coils from each of the action springs behind the bolt, you'll actually be able to fire subsonic ammo. Well, part 1 showed me firing this rifle unmodified with an unmodified spring. And you saw what happened. It actually fired all this hypervelocity stuff I had, but after the very first shot of the subsonics, it failed to eject basically on it. Just didn't have enough charge to shoot it out there. So that's what we're going to try to do. I watched a number of. I got to thank everybody from YouTube for giving me the information on how to do this. One thing I have to mention though is there was only one true disassembly video I saw that worked mostly. It showed basically pulling the charging handle back, dry firing it, and then simply the bolt is supposed to come right out the front of the open port of the rifle right here. Now the problem was this he must have a different model than mine. Mine is a little bit older than his, it looks like. Every time I tried it, I wound up with failure. So I believe it's the ejector that's in the way. So what I'm going to do, since the whole point of this is to actually get at the action springs, I'm not going to worry about whether I put this thing, whether I mess up the reassembly of this, because I know a guy could put it back together for me in a few seconds. What I really want to do is I want to be able to show the springs being cut and hopefully placed back in. If we do this correctly, I'll do a part 3 showing the test at identical to the one that I did on part 1. Except with the shorter action springs, and hopefully we'll get some better results. So let's get started. Let me ruin this gun. So let's see what happens. I'm going to turn it over. Safety check. Okay. Push back the bolt. Pull out the charger. I like this extended charger way better than that one that pops in. That just pops back in. You need your fingers to actually yank it out. This one works a lot better. AR7 LLC is the company I shop for a lot of my accessories. They come out with a lot of neat stuff, including this foldable stock right here. Really nice. So let's give this a try. Flathead screwdriver. Thank goodness I know people a little bit smarter on reassembly. I'm smart enough to be safe about it, but I'm not too smart. Sometimes I just need a little bit of help putting this stuff back together. So we're going to give this a try. Got the cover. Instructions said to gently lift. And I bet it won't allow me to. Let's see. Is it this new? Yep, I did it to myself. I'm going to have to remove this handle right here. And I'm going to ruin the handle in just a moment, but that's all in the cause of education. Let's see if I can actually see the inside of this thing. There we go. I'm going to use a flathead for a Phillips head screwdriver. So let's see. Everyday tools in the house. Never have the right one, right? So I loosen this guy up to come up a little bit. There we go. So let's see what happens when I try to lift this up. Haha, the suspense is killing you, I know. So far it looks like I've kept it pretty much intact. And I'm not even going to clean it. But there's that pesky ejector that I need to get out of the way to get at that spring. So, as he said, lift this up. Got to watch out for this spring to come out. This little guy right here. Got to make sure I find it in case it flies out on me. Hold it down, down, spring aside. I'm glad I'm recording this because I can always go back and try to figure out again how to do it. So I'm going to push this back. So I'm making a couple of assumptions here. That I got to push this back to give it some slack. Make sure this doesn't fly off. Okay, so there we go. That was the whole point of the whole thing. That's why it was moving. So what I'm going to try to do is push this out. And like I said, I'll have to reassemble it later. There's that pesky critter. And I'm even going to pull this whole thing out. Might as well get a little bit lazy about it. I hope this is entertaining. Because remember, the whole part of it is a story about how you had to put the sucker back together after having a great idea. So let's see what happens here. Put this guy in here. Pull it out. Put these guys, pesky guys, aside. And there it is. My action springs. 2 action springs. I haven't really put too much ammo through it lately. Maybe 50, 60 rounds through it. So if I count this correctly, I hope you guys don't mind me doing a part 3. I'm going to insert seeing if I actually put the sucker back together. So just for entertainment value. But we're going to see what happens here next. So we're going to count down 2 loops. Here's 1/2 a loop. That makes 1. This makes the other. Well, good springs. Keep trying. There we go. Just gotta get some bite into it. Oh, by the way, no, I didn't decide to do this experiment without any spare parts. I did go to AR7 LLC to actually get the parts to get an extra set of spare springs in case I did make a mistake out here and this was all a big fake video. But hey, the fun is a learning. Let's keep trying here. I should have put some background music for this. Let's see. Wow, I'm not very coordinated. Today, at least. Well, I'm just going to go through all of them then. I should keep it safe here, so here we go. Wow, this sucker's tough. Are you going to notch it? Alright, I wish I could pause it, but I'm not that good with my videos. Let's see here. Try it again. It's trying. Let's see. Come on. Wow, this is the hard part, ain't it? So I'm using up YouTube time, big time. How much time I got left on here? Oh, I'm 9 minutes into this. I better hurry up. I'm going to do one of these. Try this out with my other favorite. This one usually does a trick. Get it under the light here. One more revolution. There we go. That flew to the other part of the garage. Okay, first 2 loops. Next to go. Now we know how to do it now, right guys? So, sorry this is taking so long. I promise I'll try to streamline any future videos out here. But you're welcome to rate them. Boring, I appreciate it. I'll be glad to take the input on it. Let's see, and I took it off with this one. And do it right from here. One loop through, two loops through. That should be the same height. Those are the same length. Okay, so that's me tearing it apart. I might go back to this and try it again with another set in case I do make a mistake, or I might actually take off with another loop off of it. We'll see what happens. Alright YouTube, I hope you liked the video.